different tool that I'm trying for the first time, and I'm really wondering whether it is working or not. Well, it's gone live, and it says it's gone live on YouTube, but how do I check on my own YouTube channel? Yes, it is. It is going live, but oh yeah, it is happening. Great. I'm gonna share it because copy. Okay, because someone asked for it. Here I am again. Nobody's watching anyway, which is great. I can say whatever I want. So, the main reason why I'm back today, or the main thing that I want to say today, is very, very important. Yesterday, I ranted against Liquid Glass by Apple, and I'm still pretty much feeling the same. I don't have anything new to say, but the only thing that I do have to say is that really I have to apologize profusely to the Apple accessibility team, who are probably tearing their hair out right now. And I don't know if I said anything, I probably did, in my video yesterday that made it sound as if anyone in their accessibility team is incompetent, because I am very sure that they probably did all they could to warn them, and they weren't listened to. That's what I'm guessing. Obviously, what do I know? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. But on the same topic, there are a couple of other things that I want to show you and talk about. And one's really good. Okay, let me just share the window. This first post. Okay, so don't you find it terribly irritating when you get this button here by LinkedIn? Please go away. It's terribly annoying, because also it makes me feel like I should click on it. Isn't it the worst? This blue button at the top covering here, this is Carl Goldstrow, and also sort of making it almost, I want it to go away so much that I click on it, and sometimes I don't want to see the new posts. I actually want to show you this post. So this is by Carl Goldstrow, who's a really great accessibility person, and he's saying, remember the Apple Mac versus PC ads? Does anyone remember them? David Mitchell was the PC. They were epic, legendary, really, really good. Sadly, we're far away from that now. But anyway, so this is accessibility versus Liquid Glass in this quite the same vein. In these ads, the PC was like humdrum, boring person dressed in a suit, and the Mac was all cool and obviously the one to choose. So this post says it's a video. It's two people facing the camera. There's one person with just wearing a blue shirt, and they're called accessibility, and the person in a shiny suit next door to them, like really, really quite shiny silver suit, is called Liquid Glass. And this is a transcript. Accessibility, hi, I'm accessibility. Liquid Glass, hi, I'm Liquid Glass. Accessibility turns to Liquid Glass and asks, what's up, LG? And LG says, I don't like the way people keep looking at me, so I'm hiding. And Liquid Glass becomes almost invisible, blending into a background. Accessibility turns to the camera and does a face ball. So that's how I feel about Liquid Glass. So it just doesn't want to see. Okay, so this is the same one. And then this was a very, okay, this one, this is the post. Really interesting post. Jose Pajares says, my reading of iOS 26 is neither aesthetic nor about accessibility. It is that Apple is preparing us for what is coming. Apps fade away and lose presence because AI makes the very concept of an app obsolete. In the 90s, Visor predicted that computers and interfaces would cease to be artifacts and become transparent. I remember actually translating a whole book, I think it was, about this, about how technology was becoming transparent. I don't think it was quite the 90s, but it was the very early 2000s, and it was already happening with Apple. So I find this really interesting. The Disappearing Computer, the post says, was also the title of Imran Chaudhry's TED talk. Chaudhry failed last year trying to make the phone disappear with the AI pin. So I didn't watch that talk, so I don't know. So this is the most interesting take that I've seen so far, and I think that is one that has got legs. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is that I just wanted to remind you of the post that I mentioned yesterday by Damien Matone, who says, when Apple sets a visual trend, a lot of teams follow, and that's the problem, because now designers at startups and agencies are going to be asked to make it look like Apple, even if it tanks contrast, clarity, or legibility. And look at CodePen Spark, the weekly newsletter. Look at this week, Liquid and Glass. How many pens? How many Coznit looks? We've got Apple Liquid Glass, a rendition of Liquid Glass icon with a satisfying weight to it, like a real piece of glass. Liquid Glass Web GPU, Liquid Glass effect, like distorted glass. And the ones with the background, really, they're quite extraordinary. So there is a lot barrel distortion. I mean, there are so many. People have gone crazy. So let's have a better look in here. Exactly as predicted, this has now sparked a whole trend, and there is no safe space from liquid glass anymore. These are the times we live in, design-wise. So very short rant today, barely a rant. I once again forgot to put the blinds up because it's hot here. It's summer where I live, which is Valencia in Spain. And so I've got the blinds down all day, not to boil alive. And now, but now obviously when I do these, maybe I should, because my face would look better. I promise I'll remember tomorrow. Anyway, there it is. The rant for today, Thursday, 12th of June. And once again, I would like to say apologies to the Apple accessibility team. Not that they will ever see this or care, but yeah, I don't feel good about dismissing entirely the fact that I know very well what it's like when you try and push accessibility, even when it makes complete sense. I do know. So yeah, sorry. Goodbye.